guys. Okay, next in the stealth series, I'm going to give you another little tip or trick on how to set up for stealth. How to camouflage your presence in the outdoors. Now, as you can see what I'm in right here, as I'm in a pine forest that's mixed with hardwoods. I'm along the Alabama, Georgia, Florida corner, which is a semi-tropical jungle. So I've got tons of leaf debris and litter on the ground. And that's what we're going to look at right here. What we're going to do is we're going to show how you can create a quick hide. Something where I'm coming back in a few minutes, but I want to conceal something right here, quick and easily. Now this can be expanded and go uphill, and we'll talk about that. But real simply, what we're going to do first is we're going to drop our pack and we're going to grab out something long and wide. Now in this we're going to use a machete. But it would be just as easy to utilize another type of cutting tool or something wide. Now you could improvise this at the field if you wanted to. But we want something wide bladed. Now let me show you what we're going to do. Okay. Look at this leaf pile. This is a natural pile of pine straw and wide leaf oak leaves, sticks, and etc. Now what I want to do is I want to come up here and around this area quietly be able to hide something under it. I'm going to take my broad blade and I'm going to slide underneath. I'm going to lift up just like this, slow and easy. See what I'm doing? Then I go deeper, and I go deeper. You start with like 6 or 7 inches, and you just start lifting up. Now I'm not going in the dirt. I'm actually going between these leaves and the ground. So now I've created a pocket up under here. Now I take whatever it is I want to put. In this case, I'm simply going to take my phone. And I'm going to slide it up under here, nice and easy, just like that. And then gently push down. And it's gone. The perfect camouflage. It looks like it was naturally. I haven't disturbed anything, but it's right there. As long as I know where to go, I can come back and gently lift up my fingertips and pull it right out without it being harmed. See, it ain't got to be my phone, but it can be something bigger. Now, how could we employ this? I want to put a quick hide right here, something small I want to hide. I lift up, I slide it underneath, and then I coordinate between this tree right here and this tree right here to where they cross, and that pine cone right there is where my such and such is, and I know where to dig it out right quick. How about going bigger than this? I can take this, start sliding it in and lifting up, like we talked about, just like this. Going bigger and bigger each time. And as I do, I want to take sticks, like this wide stick, snap it off, and I'm going to incorporate it underneath, lifting up until after a while I've got like a basket pattern underneath here, and I can lift this whole section up and out as a unit. Then I can dig down. When I get done with my cache, I bring this back and just sit it straight back down on top of it like a lid, nice and quick. With this same idea, I come right on that crest edge of a hill, and I come from the downhill side at the very crest, and I slide and I lift up. When I lift up, I slide a little stick in. I lift up, I slide a little stick in until I got a 3 or 4 foot wide section, and then I just gently lift it up as one unit with a cross stick going long ways. Lift it up and I put 2 Y sticks. Now I reach there with my finger and I make a couple little holes, and I've got a perfectly concealed observation. Now under here, looking outward through that perfectly naturally looking layer of leaves and sticks and pine cones and etc. I have holes where I can see that trail down there at the bottom of the hill, and I've got an observation post now where it's blocking my head it coming up just a little bit, but it appears to be a natural thing going over a stump, a log, something like that. How about I want to go bigger? Well, I take a nice dense bed of them out here, and I slide like 6-foot poles into them. And then I gently lift up the poles, a little at a time, crawling underneath and taking and lifting. Putting me a ground sheet in, I go in, and I can make a hide that'll conceal me. And I've made emergency hides like that before. Now what that is, it's on the edge, and it's where I can come back to quickly and just go feet first underneath it, take the 2 supports out and let it drop over me like a camouflage cloak. And I'm completely under all that leaf debris. It looks totally natural. The Viet Cong did this a lot in Vietnam. They would come in and they would lift up an area very carefully with thin bamboo and prop it up so they could go under real quick and take the divider out, and it just drop back, and you being at any kind of range would look at it and it's natural. It doesn't look a bit out of place in any way, and it would take time for it to settle like a day around your body to give your body form away. So you can get tonight and get out of here. It was a way of doing it. So this basic skill I'm trying to put forth to you right here is how to, don't disturb what's there. Take something wide and flat and slide it in and lift it up. See, I will say that old moonshiners that I knew would make drop places like this at favorite fishing holes and stuff like that, where you pay me on Friday, payday. You come up and you hand me the dollars, and then I would go down to the fishing hole that night and go to this place and lift up and put a couple of mason jars and slide my stick out, and you knew to come back down there the next day and go pick them up. See, so there was no connection. That was an old trick done by the old shiners of little hides and holes. They might dig out a hole and put some boards in and then just put sticks across it, and then let that natural cover stay on top, so it was always being added to. So as the leaves changed season, it never looked out of place, see. But you knew to go to between these two X marked the spot, and you could slide it up, and there was your hidey hole. These were covey holes, hidey holes, a little bitty place to put stuff. Scale it up. I could lift it up and make a blind that was 18-20 inches, just going in a big thick dense area and slowly lifting it up and putting sticks in. I could make a natural blind so I could not be seen through it, but I could poke little holes to look out and see you. Make sure you ain't got a lot of light behind you, because that'd be a giveaway, won't it? You gotta think. But I've made game blinds before this way, where I've gone in and gently lifted it up, and then on the back side of it put my poncho or something like that, so that nothing on that side could see the poncho, but I could easily get under there and it'd be like a lean-to and be able to look and see. And as the sun moved, it just looked natural. You know, any little pinpoints of light, that just looked like normal light out yonder in the woods, something bright, little shiny spot. It didn't attract attention, but I had an observation post so I could sit there and look. I could also cache things there. I could do stuff there. I could hunt from there and be able to see the game coming, and they'd never see me coming because I was already part and in the environment. So, to wind this up for stealth, nature is the best camouflage, so don't disturb it. I've seen people clear out an area to build whatever and then try to camouflage it. It always looks fake, doesn't it? And yeah, the city people, they won't notice it. But woodsmen, hunters, people that are out there, they'll look at it and it don't look natural. If you play, unless you're going to place each leaf and each piece of pine straw. But if you'll just slide and lift it up, it does look natural still. And you saw how I did that. I slid it under, slid my phone under, and pushed it right on. Gone. You'd never know it was there. So what if I've got something I got to get rid of real quick? Bye. I ain't got nothing. No, I ain't got my phone on me. I'm out here hunting. Boss, I don't know why you calling me. Why'd you come out here? I ain't got my phone. I'm hunting. I ain't even got a phone on me, see? or whatever it is I need to quickly put underneath the pine straw. Hope this gives you some ideas, guys. Please leave some questions or comments down there below, and thank you very much for supporting my channel. And you old Vietnam vets, tell me in them comments about how Charlie used to hide stuff. I heard a lot of stories on that, how Charlie could hide some amazing things in a jungle with little or no effort. Love to hear from you. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.